Qualifying lap, Edge Radio 99.3 FM, doubling up once again for our radio listeners as well as our viewers via our website as well as YouTube and Facebook, bringing you a race report of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Sam, it is just after 10:15 here in Malaysia, nearly 10:30. It takes about 3 hours to get back here to the hotel to bring you this report, but what a race.
Yeah, well worth going down there and putting up with the traffic for that race. Amazing. The rain really spiced things up, and man, I was on the edge of my seat for the whole thing.
Exactly. Well, we got there about 5 minutes before the race started, after nearly dying on the way to the track by a bus driver, and the rain was already starting to fall before the race, but in the end it was a victory to Fernando Alonso of Ferrari, a fantastic victory for him. But the star of the race, without a doubt, in second position, Alonso beating home Sergio Perez in a Sauber, giving Sauber their best race result ever in the history of the Swiss team. Same with Sergio Perez, but Sam, it very much should have been a victory for Sergio Perez.
Yeah, he made a little mistake down at turn 13 late in the race, and my goodness, he was so close. Watching the race, I felt that he had a chance, but I just had the feeling that something like that had happened and set him back, and that Alonso would take the victory, and that's what happened. Turn
13 will haunt Sergio Perez forever. He's come out after the race and said he should have won, and he should have won it. If he hadn't made that mistake, he was gaining on Fernando Alonso every single lap, and we could see it. He was just about to overtake him in any moment there, really, to be honest. And I think his tyres were obviously working a lot better than Alonso's were. But the rain started right at the start, as I mentioned. There was a lengthy delay as the race was red flagged due to the heavy rain at the circuit. Surprisingly, there wasn't that many casualties. Only Romain Grosjean went off in the rain. Michael Schumacher was tagged by Grosjean at the start after having a woeful start, which effectively ended any chance he had at the podium. But Lewis Hamilton finishing third in the Grand Prix, ahead of Mark Webber, fifth to Kimi Raikkonen, sixth to Bruno Senna, his highest ever race result, ahead of De Resta, then Verne, then Hulkenberg, and Michael Schumacher scraping through for a point, Sam. But it was an interesting race of the conditions, the delay that had it in that one there, red flag, no Kimi Raikkonen getting an ice cream, unfortunately. I mentioned Kimi Raikkonen too, actually, got the fastest lap of the race.
Yes, he did, picking up from where he left off in 2009 and before that. He's got a tremendous amount of fastest laps. I think he's got 35 fastest laps. I think he might be third on the all-time list, and another one that might be 36 for Kimi Raikkonen now.
Always been good at the fastest laps. Other notable mentions before we get to the championship standings, as well as our top three drivers. We should mention Jenson Button. He had a bit of a tag with Narain Karthikeyan, who at the time in 10th position after the race was stopped, and he never recovered from that one. Sebastian Vettel also had a apparent coming together with Narain Karthikeyan, while Button accepted the blame for his tag with Karthikeyan. Vettel was furious at him. Vettel finished in 11th position, now points for him. And we should also mention too Nico Rosberg and Mercedes, worrying signs for them, he dropped way back, as well as Felipe Massa too, his teammate winning the race, not good signs for him. Sam, the championship standings, Alonso leading the championship at the moment, ahead of Hamilton, Button, Webber and Perez in 5th position. And in the Constructors' Championship, well, McLaren of course leading that one too, Sauber notable there in 4th position in that one. But Sam, before we wrap this up, because you want to go to bed, you're in your jammies, for those watching this right now, who is your top three drivers of the day?
Oh, without a doubt, the driver of the day is Sergio Perez. What an amazing drive, really just came out of the blue. Fernando Alonso made no mistakes, drove well on the intermediate tyres, and kept the car on the road, and scored a brilliant victory. Third, look, I guess you'd have to go with Lewis Hamilton. Just like Alonso, kept it on the island, didn't do anything fancy, just got the car home and kept a consistent pace, enough for third place.
I'm going to agree with you with 3 points, Sergio Perez. That is an absolute no-brainer. 2 points I will also give to Fernando Alonso as well. Fantastic for him to get a Ferrari. I'm going to disagree with you on the 1 point though. I think Hamilton, kept out of trouble, didn't do anything special. You look at someone like Webber too as well. Raikkonen, yeah, he did alright. I'm going to give a point to Bruno Senna. I think 6th position in a Williams was a fairly good result for old Bruno there. His highest ever position, and that Williams, I think with a bit more development, could be really in the pointy end of that midfield, Sam.
Yes, they surprised me, Williams. I didn't think they'd be up there in the top 10. I thought they'd be a lot further back in the grid, but yes, Maldonado did very well in Melbourne, and then Bruno Senna has now backed it up in Malaysia. It's got a nice haul of points.
Exactly. Well, that basically will wrap it up now here from Malaysia. For our viewers watching this, thank you for giving us the time and tuning in every day here direct from Malaysia. And for our listeners, we will be back very, very shortly to bring you a special guest. His name is Vitaly Petrov. He is back and joining us here in Malaysia, here on the Edge Radio. The qualifying lap will be back shortly.
Schumacher gewinnt. Michael Schumacher ist Weltmeister.